I'm ready, man.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, it's time for Rebel Wrap-Up. Every Wednesday night, we're up here at Circuit World in Blue Ridge at 7 o'clock. Rebel Wrap-Up. We want to thank Pizza Hut for providing pizzas for the coach and the players tonight. We want to thank Pepsi for providing drinks. We're here, and again, we want to thank Circuit World. We're here at Circuit World for providing this set that we're able to bring this show to you tonight. I am BKP, your host. Now, Coach, I found out a little something about Coach. I'm wearing this New York Yankee hat. Let's get this out of the way, okay? He's a Red Sox fan. I asked him if he was. Hey, easy over there. We haven't even got started. Show some respect, man. I'm wearing my hat tonight in the honor of Yogi Berra, great Yankees catcher. So that's what the hat is for tonight. We're here with head coach, Fan and Rebel head coach Jim Pavao. Also glad to have offensive coordinator Justin Pearce with us. We have on the couch in our first segment offensive lineman Tyler Jones and center Bradley Flowers, right? I got that right? Okay, we got center Bradley Flowers. And we're going to talk last week's football game. Guys, welcome to Circuit World and Rebel Wrap-Up. Now, you've not played since the scrimmage, is that correct?
Yeah, I've been out for 5 weeks.
And why have you been out?
I broke the 4th metatarsal, my foot. It fractured it, and I couldn't walk on it the next day after the scrimmage. And they said to be 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm starting to feel the full potential now.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
And you've been released?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right, Coach? Because usually you like to say that's a game time decision.
Try
to keep that quiet.
We're not worried about it. He's ready to roll.
He's ready to roll. So this is a bye week you're going into, but you are ready for the region play, right?
Yeah, I just need to get reconditioned, and I feel like once I get back, I'll have more drive to play because I've missed so much my senior year already.
Well, this is a perfect time to get back in. You got a bye week. You have 2 weeks to get back in. Right, so you have a bye week. Coach, let's talk about this game against Union. Let me look at a couple things here first. Now, the Fan and Rebels are 2-2 on the season, 2-2 on the season, but they have a bye week this Friday night. There'll be no game, and right after that, we're going into Region football. The Fan and Rebels are in 3A, Region 7, 3A. First game will be against Banks County. Not this Friday, following Friday, week from Friday. Coach, talk about offense and the first 4 games on offense with Brad Davis, your quarterback. You've got 6 and 7 receivers you've been going to for 4 games. Your rushing game. Did you see everything in the first 4 games that you wanted to? Did you get all the scenarios you wanted to see in those 4 games?
I mean, we have. The good thing that we've had is really – each game has been somebody different that stepped up for us. Our first game against Gilmer, Cooper Earls has, 130 yards receiving. We go into the next game, our running back has 170 yards rushing. The next game, Jacob Reese has a big game catching the football for us and has over 100 yards receiving. And then this last week, Adam Ingram steps up and has a really big day and has 130 yards receiving with a touchdown. So what's been good about the first 4 games is there's been multiple people that have came and have made plays for us. Unfortunately, just the ball hadn't bounced our ways in our 2 losses. We hadn't had the fortunate breaks to go our way. But the great thing is that I feel like nobody can really look at us and just key and say, hey, we have to stop this one person, because everybody is contributing and making big plays for us on offense.
Coach, let me ask you a question. Let me kind of ask you the same thing. In these first 4 games, did you get all the scenarios that you wanted to see on film to go in the region with this team this year?
Well, I think so. I mean, the main thing with non-region play is, you're looking to develop your offense, develop your defense, special teams, find players that you feel that can help you win region games, and develop depth. And I think we've done that. Like this week, we'd be having an open week. We really focused on continuing to develop that depth in different positions and crossing over players. And so I think we've accomplished what we want to, other than, we're like 10 points short of being 4-0.
10 points short of being 4-0. Okay. You're the center. What are you seeing out there this year? You're a sophomore?
Yes, sir.
Sophomore. And what are you seeing out there in the first 4 games? as the center, the defenses you're seeing that you've been going up against?
I've been seeing same defense that we run, the 3-4 and the 4-man front a lot, and we practice a lot on how to stop them all, and I think we pretty well got it down.
How's your communication with your quarterback? You're the guy that has to have that communication with your quarterback. So how's that going with you and Brad?
It's going great. He lets us know the call, what we need to do, and get it done.
Get it done, Coach. Let me ask you. You're coming off. The Rebels are 2-2, and 2-2 on the season. They have a win against Armuchee in Southwest Whitfield, right? No, Murray have a win against Murray County and Armuchee, and coming off a loss to Gilmer, and this past week a 37-31 loss to Union. 10 points shy of being 4-0, Coach. This last week, what happened in that fourth quarter? Because you were 7-7, 3-0, 6-14 in that fourth quarter. What?
We just gave up big plays on defense.
Gave up big plays,
and we give up like a 40-yard screen play for a touchdown. We give up about a 65-yard run. Of course, it was late in the game, and we were kind of stacking a box, and the quarterback breaks the box, and of course, there's nobody back there because we're up in man coverage and trying to load the box up. But he cuts back, but we give up 2 big plays, and that's the difference. That's the difference in the whole in the whole game. We don't give up 2 big plays, where we win. But you can't get in, like we talked about it last year. We talked about it early in the year. Our goal is to minimize allowing big plays against us, and we've done that for the most part, other than against that fourth quarter we give up 2 big ones, and that hurt a lot.
Well, at no time do you at no time injuries, if they happen and you have to make adjustments, that's part of football. I mean, this young man here, you've not been able to play and you're going to get back on the field. Injuries happen and you have to make adjustments. And a lack of a better way to put it, is it better that you've had to adjust your defense due to some injuries now instead of getting 2 and 3 games in the region?
Yeah, because now you develop, like for instance, we've kind of figured out what we want to do, and now we're working on it and developing their skills in those positions. And so now we've had, with Jared getting hurt back early in the year, second game 2, we've had now a couple of games in an open week to kind of figure out what we want to do. Christian Sauls is now back healthy, and we're working with him at linebacker, and so now we're developing that depth, like I'm saying, and developing competency, and guys to understand their assignments, and so we can get to where we're minimizing missed assignments, because you give up big play. Those 2 big plays, we had several missed assignments in that play, and those 2 plays, and that's why we gave up big plays. So,
I don't like to talk missed assignments.
No, you don't, but it's part of football that you've got to, and like you're saying though, it's better off that we have it. We're able to have time to get things corrected to region play. Now I'd rather had Jared play.
Absolutely. 6
or 7 games, and then if he had got hurt, we'd figure it out week 6, 7, 8, 9, whenever. But for him, because he loves playing football, and I know he misses playing a lot. I know that, and and as a team, it's been helping us getting better, ready to play. But I feel I hurt for him because I know how much he loves the game of football.
Coach, you still put 31 on the board. Let me go over a couple stats here. Brad Davis was 19 for 28 for 240 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, 9 carries for 7 yards. Jack Roper was 19 carries for 117 yards, 3 TDs. Tyler Collis was 17 carries for 58 yards. Cody Jacobs was 2 carries, 5 yards, 2 catches, 32 yards. Cooper Earls was 8 catches for 60 yards. Adam Ingram was 8 catches for 32 yards, 1 TD. And Christian Resendez, 1 catch for 16 yards. Roper, you guys are getting it done in the air and on the ground. And you're getting it done in the air and on the ground. What did you see in their defense that you were able to get that 31 points up there the other night?
I mean, offensively we did. We executed, pretty well. We gave them a little bit of trouble with some formations that helped us in the run game. And then Brad had another efficient night throwing the football. And, it just came down to making plays. Roper ran the ball really well for us, and Collis had his night that he always does. And then Adam Ingram had, like I said, one of his best nights, catching the football. The thing that got us was, we had 3 fumbles in the first half, and then we throw an interception late. So, you just can't beat a good football team with 4 turnovers.
Can't do that.
You just can't do it. So, and that was, to me, that was a big part of the football game was the turnovers.
Penalties, offensive penalties. You had one called back.
We did. We had a touchdown called back that just unfortunately for us, the ref called holding on one of our receivers, and that was a big play. That was a 70-yard touchdown that puts us up 9 with about 3 minutes left. But unfortunately they called the hold. So when that happens, you got to be able to respond and hopefully make a play, and we didn't make a play.
I can't stand that because you could call holding on any play. You could pick any play and call holding. So I can't stand that. Those would be my words, not yours, Coach. You're a senior, and I've been asking this. Of seniors on every show that we've had. You played last year, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Last year, Coach comes in, new program, and these are my words, but talking to all the seniors and juniors. Last week, it was up in the season. It was Game 4 and Game 5 where you guys were starting to get the flow of the program, the offensive scheme, everything going on. Tell me the difference this year, stepping in this year versus last year, and how far ahead are you guys now?
Well, just this year, the only thing that's different is we've ran it for a whole year now. So we know like me going into a new offense, like I completely understand it now. So of course I'm going to run it better. I'm going to know my assignments better. Same thing for defense. Like they've been doing their assignments all year, so they're going to be better.
Were you on the team last year?
So,
answer that same question. This year, how does it feel walking on the field that you're not going into region play, still maybe trying to figure things out, and you guys are going in there with more confidence? How does it feel this year?
feels pretty good. Like what Kim Chi said, it's we know our assignments better. We've ran it for a whole year, and we ran the ball a little bit more this year.
Able to focus more on the game.
So,
more on the game. You ready for region play?
yes, sir.
You ready to go? You ready to go for region play?
Sir.
It's real football now. Now these are my words. These are my words. I call everything up to this point scrimmage games. Okay, that's me. All right, it's time to play real football. That's me. It's region play. I think there's nothing better than high school football, region high school football on Friday nights. The temperatures are starting to come down. It's time to get the sweatshirts out. Region play means it's time to get the sweatshirts out, and nothing better than high school football on Friday night. We're going to take our first break here. It's Wednesday night. You're watching Rebel Wrap Up. We're here at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Now, by the way, if you come down to Circuit World at Blue Ridge and you tell them you've seen the show Rebel Wrap Up, or Fetch Your News sent you, Team FYN Sports, Fetch Your News, you've seen the show, whatever, your first purchase here, your very first purchase you make, 10% off, okay? Come on in. They're waiting for you to come in. First purchase, 10% off. And again, we want to thank Pizza Hut for providing the pizza for the players and the coaches. Thank you very much. And Pepsi for the drinks. I'm BKP. You're watching Rebel Wrap Up. We'll be back after these brief messages.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
LJ Tire Company since 1955. With a huge range of tires at the lowest price and fast, hassle-free service, LJ Tire is all you need every time. LJ Tire carries only the top brands in the industry: Cooper, Michelin, Mickey Thompson, Pirelli, and Yokohama. Stop in and let AES certified mechanics change your oil today. Life doesn't slow down for car maintenance, and LJ Tire won't either. If your car is tired of its tires, go to LJ Tire.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
New Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
El Rey in Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey in Ellijay.
Let it ride during the Lucky 7 sales event at Lifetime Kia. Come try your luck in the Money Machine. Yes, come take a test drive and you get a chance to grab for cash in the Money Machine. Plus, shop big-time savings on every vehicle in stock. And remember, Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And Lifetime Kia will extend that warranty for as long as you own it. Come try your luck in the Money Machine and experience the savings at Lifetime Kia.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Only one thing beats a day's price on a new Chevy. It's our pre-owned price. Now at the Days Chevy Jasper Pre-Owned Super Center. Save thousands off original MSRP on the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in the North Georgia mountains. Cars, trucks, SUVs, even luxury vehicles. Many with factory warranty. And all thousands below new car prices. We can even help rebuild your credit. Save thousands today at the Days Chevy Jasper Pre-Owned Super Center. The North Georgia mountains big volume, low price leader.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey, and we're back. Welcome back. I am BKP. You're watching Rebel Wrap Up here Wednesday night at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Again, we want to thank Pizza Hut for the pizza tonight and Pepsi for the drinks. I'm here with head coach Jim Pavao, Fannin Rebels. Now, we did have offensive coordinator Justin Pearce, but I let him know a couple of the questions I was going to ask during the break. Next thing I know, we can't find him. No, just a joke. Coach Pearce had to leave. I had to give him a hard time. Anyhow, but next on our couch, we're happy to have with us now Hunter Neal, defensive back, big game last Friday night, and Dominik Leben. Glad to have both of these young men. They're both defensive backs. First, let's get into, guys, last week against Union. Neal, you had 7 tackles and a interception.
Yes, sir.
Interception on the night. 7 tackles and interception. And you had 5 tackles on the night. Tell us a little bit about adjusting your defense with the injuries that have taken place and the adjustments. How are you guys playing back there? How's it going?
It's going great as far as the changes we made, but of course we've lost Petty, and he was a big team player, made a lot of tackles. He really helped out a lot. But as far as the changes we've made, it's went really smooth so far.
Well, obviously, don't want to ever lose a player. Don't ever want a guy down to an injury. Just never want that. But that again also can be inspirational to your defense. Also, are you guys coming together and saying, "Hey, you know what? We can do this, and we got to do it"?
Yes, sir.
Is that the attitude?
We got to communicate more and stuff too. So we just need to help each other out a lot and do our assignments.
In the 4 games that you played, you got a bye week. You got 2 weeks to work on things. In the 4 weeks you played, last week we had some guys on there, and they said the first thing you guys do on Monday morning is go check the tackles, who had all the tackles and missed assignments. What do you think are the things you need to work on the most in the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, before region play?
I feel the things we need to work on most are like getting the calls out more and just getting in the formations we need to be in the coverages a little bit faster.
And you?
Yeah, just about the same way he said, but we need to line up a little bit better and be ready, expecting the plays more, and just echo it better.
Coach, getting ready to go into region play, what do you know about Banks? I mean, we've got 2 weeks. Here's what I hear a lot of coaches say when you go into a bye week. The first week you work on us, and the second week you work on them.
Right.
How are you preparing for them and preparing for
That's
region?
basically it. This week we've been working on us, trying to get better at us, and we've watched a little bit of film on Banks from from last year, the things they did against us last year. And so we're mainly focused on us with a little bit of sprinkle of, what did Banks do in the past. And then we'll get film, over the weekend after their game Friday, and then we'll start looking at Banks this year. But you can tell by their record, they're 3-1. They're a good football team. They've got several, good players. Probably some of the best players were juniors last year. So they're going to be a good football team. They're going to be real physical. They've got some athletic talent. So we just got to be ready to play football.
Are they one of the strongest teams in the region that you got to go up against this year that you're aware of?
Well, and the thing about it is this region, there's really no bad teams. There's going to be somebody that ends up with just 1 or 2 wins in the region, but there really are no bad teams. I mean, they're all pretty strong, pretty even. So but they'll be a really good football team, and I'll probably say that the next week, and then the next week, and then the next week, and through our region schedule. So we just happen to be in a region that is real even and really, I feel is pretty strong.
Guys, region football, have you guys been talking about this point now, getting ready to go? It's 0-0. I mean, when you go out there, not this week, but next week, it's 0-0. And what is the ultimate goal this year? Do you guys ever talk about an ultimate goal?
Oh, absolutely. And I feel the ultimate goal would be to get a region championship. That would be great, and just do really well in the region overall.
That's the ultimate goal. Now I want to ask you a question. Now you transferred in here. Where are you from?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
Yes,
and how long have you been here?
Uh,
Is this your first season on the team?
Yes, sir.
It's your first season. Let me ask you. You've been here all 4 years.
Yes, sir.
And you're a senior.
Yes, sir.
I've asked every player this year. I've asked every player that's come on the show for the first time the same exact question. Because I watched you guys last year. I watched Coach come in, take the team, and strip it down and start back, okay? And you guys did a great job last year with that. But what's the difference this year, stepping into the program this year versus last year?
Well, the main difference this year is last year we were pretty fresh to all the information that the new coaches brought to the table, and this year I feel like we know it a whole lot better than last year for sure. And that's really the main part of it. We know our assignments and everything a lot better this year.
I like the way you put that. Last year, all the information was fresh. You were seeing everything for the first time, and this year, you guys are just ahead of the game, ready to go. Definitely ready to go. Coach, when you go up against Banks, you gave up 31 points. Your defense, 37. Your defense has been playing strong, but what are you seeing that you can't win games when the other team's
like
got
I said,
37?
we gave up a couple big plays. You can't do that.
Right.
You know, we didn't play the run as well last week as we had in the previous weeks, and previous 2 weeks. And so we continue to work on our run game, getting off blocks, and open field tackling and things of that nature. So just keep on doing what we're doing. Get better at what we do. But those are the main two things. You can't give up big plays, and you got to stop the run. And we felt like in game 2 and 3 we really stopped the run well. We did a great job against, especially a Murray County team that's predominantly a running football team. And so we've got to continue to improve in that area, stop the run, put them in a situation where they've got to throw, and then not give up big plays.
I've always said high school football, I call it the 21-28 point. 21-28 point, defense keeps it in that area, you can win ball games. Mm-hmm. After that, they're shootouts, and you don't want to be the last guy in the end. Right. You want to be the last guy in the end zone, but that's really not the way you want to play the game.
For us, we talked to our guys on defense, and we were, after the first 3 games, we were giving up average of 13 points a game, and that's where we want to be. And now we're up to 19, and after 4 games. So we kind of mentally we talk about that, and where we've got to keep, we got to. I like to keep track of points. I'm one of those guys that we're going to win, but at the same time we talk points. How many points are we giving up? That's one of our goals, is to keep keep the other team below 10 or less points.
Right.
And so it's important, because you don't want to get in shootouts to where now you're having to put the offense in a situation where it's like do or die score, and now and they know you've got to score, and it's compared to getting ahead and playing good defense and putting you in a situation where now the offense can just do what they want, control the football and burn the clock, and let's go home with a win type mentality, and you're not having to take chances on offense. So,
I would think, and I'm enjoying watching the stats and the young man, Brad Davis, your quarterback, but 20 for 25 is great stats, mm-hmm. but you can't hang on those stats for every week to get the W. You have to have something else to go with it.
Right.
Correct?
Oh, yeah. And I think, with us offensively, where we've been kind of that 50-50, throwing the football, running the football. I'm really proud of our offensive line, the way they play. They're opening holes for our running backs. They're giving Brad time to throw the football. I don't know exactly how many sacks we've given up, but it's not a lot, you know. And so I'm really proud of the offensive line, the way they've played. And, with Tyler not, playing the first 4 games, there's been a lot of movement around with players. And, we've had some younger guys like Bradley Flowers, who came in, as a 10th grader starting at center. And then we've had Clay Holloway, who's a 10th grader, who started a couple games at guard for us, and since Tyler's been injured. And so it's I'm really proud of them. And defensively, we've played in all 4 games. We played well off in game 2 and 3 for 4 quarters. In game 1 and 4, we played well for 3 out of the 4 quarters. For game 1, we played well in first, second, and fourth quarter, and we had a poor third quarter. Game 4, we played well in first, second, and third quarter, had a poor fourth quarter. So what we got to do is just continue to grow as a defense and as a football team. And we talk about penalties on offense. You continue to grow as a football team, and if you're supposed to beat somebody, which I felt we had a chance to win both games, then you figure out a way to win.
I can agree with that. I want to run a couple of defensive stats before we have to close tonight. A couple more. We talked about Neal with 7 tackles. Pavao, 5 tackles on the night. Leben, 5 tackles on the night. Gray, 4 tackles. Roper, 7 tackles on the night. Whitmer, 5. Frank, 8. Tackles for losses, Ledford, 1. Whitmire, 3. Kinzer 1, Frank 1. Sacks, 2 sacks on the night. Ledford had 1, Whitmire had 1. Forced fumble, Neal had a forced fumble. Fumble recoveries or interceptions, Neal had 1, Archie had 1. Now, you named players of the game: Jack Roper, defense; Andrew Pavao, special teams; Jacob Reese, offense; Matthew Postel, defensive scout; and Dawson King, offensive scout. Guys, Coach says he likes points, but he likes less points on your side of the ball. Right?
Definitely,
right?
absolutely.
And he likes less points. And in our first segment, facts. Where you guys are men. Facts are 10 points away from being 4-0, right?
Yes.
So how's that defense ready to go? You ready to tighten that up and keep them off the board?
Definitely. The defense, we've been getting better all year, and we're going to continue to get better. And we're preparing this week, and we have next week to prepare for Banks, and which we're going to get better every day.
So you excited about region football?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And you're pumped up for region football, right?
Yeah.
Pumped up.
Yeah.
Real football now, right?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you look for region play because region play is you play the season to get into playoffs.
Right.
You play playoff games, and that's what region play is all about. Is finding your way in the top 4, hopefully the top 2, where you get a home playoff game, and that's when it really gets exciting. You start playing in November, and and then if you're really good, if you get into December.
I got the sweatshirts out for that. I'm ready to go. Hey, I'm BKP. You've been watching Rebel Wrap Up here on Wednesday night. We're at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Don't forget, if you come into Circuit World, say you've watched Rebel Wrap Up, or just say fetchernews.com, and you come in here, you get 10% off your first purchase here at Circuit World. We thank Pizza Hut for providing pizza for the players and the coaches. We thank Pepsi for drinks. I want to thank our head coach here, Jim Pavao, for joining us tonight, offensive coordinator, Justin Pearce. We want to thank these young men for being in here tonight, Tyler Jones, Hunter Neal, Dominik Leben, and Bradley Flowers. I want to thank them for coming in. Don't forget, not this Friday night, next Friday afterwards, after next, 7-3A region football starts. They're going to be traveling over to Banks to take them on to open up region football. Again, before I close tonight, I'd just like to say I'm wearing my hat here in tribute, in honor and memory of Yogi Berra, the great Yankee. We all know he died at 90 years old yesterday, and most of us know we could go on and on about the things that Yogi Berra said we just don't understand. Like, I never said most of the things I said, okay? And when you come to the fork in the road, take it. And last but not least, it ain't over till it's over. So good night. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Rebel Wrap Up right here. And we'll see you tomorrow morning if you're watching right now. David, take us out of here, bud.